Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture on pro-drop, NP movement, WH movement and head movement. Today we will be looking into all of these different types of syntactic movements under your context of syntax or generative syntax. Okay. All of these movements that we have discussed in our topic of today, they come under the category of syntactic movements. Okay. Now, automatically you can derive it. It comes from the word syntax, and syntax leads to syntactic movements, right? Now, every word is arranged according to a particular sequence in your sentence or syntactic organization. There is a certain method of moving these constituents or these units that are present within your syntactic unit. For example, you have the sentence and you have the phrases, you have the clauses, you have the words which are composed of sounds. All of them can be moved accordingly. Okay, when we talk of units, we talk of a constituent. I have already discussed what constituent is. Just for a brief revision, quick revision, constituent is a group of words that behaves similar to one unit, like it is more of a group of words that behave in a certain way. Okay, so you can replace them with one word that will exactly look like the constituent. For example, if I say the beautiful girl, I can replace the whole constituent with one pronoun, which is she, right? So every constituent, it can be picked up from its place, from its position in the sentence, and it can be placed anywhere according to the rules of the grammar, rules of syntax. Okay. Now look at this sentence. When a phrase is shifted to another syntactic position for grammatical and meaning related changes. So what is happening? Why are we moving things within the sentence? Why is syntactic movement occurring? It is occurring because language is creative. We are constantly creating new sentences. We are constantly making some grammatical changes within our sentence. Language is very dynamic, right? So every time we are looking for transformations, as Chomsky had said it, or any time we are taking any grammatical change or any semantic change into consideration, then we need to shift the constituents. We need to shift the phrases that are present within your syntax, within your sentence, and we place it accordingly. Now, if you are picking out something from somewhere and you are placing it back to some other place, then you need to abide by certain rules, right? These rules are always followed in syntactic movements. Now, due to this kind of movement, due to the words being shifted to another positions, something called discontinuity happens. Okay, what is it called? Discontinuity. Now, what does the term discontinuity mean? It's a technical term in the context of syntax. This is important. It is like having a meaning of its own. Discontinuity basically means that when you shift phrases in the sentence, then some words that should have come together, they get separated due to the syntactic word order system. So what happens is, when you are trying to move the constituents from one place to another due to probably some sort of grammatical or semantic change or transformation movement, then what you do is you take certain chunks that were earlier existing together and then you displace it. Okay, this is what causes discontinuity, which means there is a break in the continuous flow of words. Look at the definition. Discontinuity occurs, which means parts that come together logically, which means according to your mentality, according to your logic, certain words should have come together, but they get displaced, they get moved. Why? Because of the word order restriction that is present in the syntactic arrangement, which means that there should be a particular space for subject, There should be a particular space for verb, and then there should be a particular space for the object, right? SVO, SOV, OVS, all of these. And one language can have multiple syntactic organizations, right? Now, discontinuity, I hope the definition is clear. Let's quickly look at the examples of discontinuity. If you are asking somebody what they are eating, then what is the logical sentence that gets framed inside your head, which is then put into proper grammatical organization? The meaning, the basic essence of the sentence is, you are eating what? Or you are reading which book? Something like this. So what is happening? What, which book, they are occurring together. They are occurring together. You are eating what? So the verb is there, and then what is there? Right? You are reading which book? Okay, so the verb is there, reading, and then which book is coming together. So logically, these two phrases are coming together, but once you put it into correct grammatical order, then what happens is that you have to bring the sentence into a question form. You have to change your sentence into a question, because your the use of the WH word is symbolizing that it is a sentence, it is not a declarative sentence. Since it is a question, there is a rule of the grammar that you are supposed to take the WH to the first position, right? It reaches the first position. So you are eating what is not grammatically standard, rather what are you eating is the standard sentence. Similarly, you are reading which book is not standard. What is standard? Which book are you reading? So now what has happened? The verb has gotten away from the WH question word. This is what is being displaced. What is being displaced? What and eating were coming together, which book and reading were coming together. Now it is being displaced, and they are coming at different places in the sentence. So this kind of discontinuity, this kind of displacement, this arises due to syntactic movements. When you're taking chunks of the sentence and you're placing it in different positions due to grammatical and semantic changes. Okay, I hope that syntactic movement and discontinuity is clear. Both go hand in hand. Okay, where one occurs, the other one is also occurring. Clear? Alright, now we will look at certain